I'm Katelyn.
And I'm Chloe.
And this is Roommate 911.
Roommate 911, who left the sink a mess? Roommate 911, whose turn is it? Confess. We laugh, we cry, we argue too, but at the end of the day, we push on through.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Katelyn.
I'm Chloe.
And I think I'm the best roommate.
And I think I'm the best roommate.
Because I keep the room clean. I put in lots of snacks.
Because when Katelyn's busy and is too busy with swim and schoolwork, sometimes I do the dishes. Sometimes I'll cook meals or bake goods for us.
I tuck in Chloe every night before I go to bed. And I give her a little kiss on the forehead. Well.
And sometimes I will even take care of her cat Felix when she's gone for like a week. Sometimes just a weekend. But yeah.
I think I'm the best roommate.
Welcome to Roommate 911, the show where we find out if living with your bestie is actually a great idea, or if it's a disaster waiting to happen. Today, we have two powerhouses in the house, both amazing, both hopefully still friends after this. We're testing the roommate dynamic of Katelyn and Chloe, two college roommates who have been through it all together. But do they really make a good roommate duo, or is someone low-key pushing the other to their limits? Let's find out. Alright, time to see what y'all are really like as roommates. Be honest, because the other person will call you out.
Do we just start grabbing? You want to go first? Okay.
Okay, first question is, who is more likely to get distracted while cleaning and suddenly be reorganizing the whole apartment? I don't know. I reorganize a lot, but that's because I kind of sometimes I get disorganized, so then I'm just like, I'm gonna reorganize how everything's organized to try and make it easier. Like, I'll start cleaning my drawer that was under the sink and then like fully rearrange it. And like I had us rearrange my bed and my closet.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like you, because that has happened before, actually. I remember that.
Yeah, I've had it.
Definitely.
I've definitely rearranged stuff many times. Dang. Okay, Katelyn, you choose. What if we only pick the ones that call me out?
Who has the weirdest sleeping habits? Talks in their sleep. Chloe. I literally have full-on conversations with her because she'll wake up, she'll say, see, what's... And then she goes back. Then I'm like, okay.
So she's definitely told me that, like, I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like knocked out like a log, like arms and legs spread out like a freaking spider or something. Like, just like, it's on how tired I am. If I'm not that tired, I'll have a pretty peaceful sleep. But if I'm really tired, some weird things might happen.
Very.
Okay, I will choose the next question. Oh, that's a cutoff of the question we just read. Hold on. Who was most likely to have an entire laundry pile or chair instead of putting it away?
Chloe.
I swear I'm only picking one to count. I saw the other questions beforehand, and they were pretty back and forth between the two of us, a decent amount anyways. Other than there was a slight majority of calling me out.
This is definitely you.
Yeah,
the pile's clean usually, but it's just, it sits there and doesn't get folded and put away until like the next week, I would say.
Yeah. Especially if I'm sick, because sometimes I have health problems and I get sick a lot. It'll definitely be there longer if I'm sick. But even when I'm not sick, I was all over the place our freshman year. Yeah. Laundry was there for a bit.
Who has the weirdest snack combos?
I don't know. I think Caitlin's more experimental with like trying new snacks. I try new foods a lot, but I don't try new snacks much. And she kept saying she wanted to try this like fancy chocolate that had like pistachio stuff in it.
Oh,
And I did not find it appealing, but that's because I'm a little picky.
so I guess that is me then.
Yeah.
Kind of. But it's low-key good. Like, I forgot. What is it called? The pistachio chocolate has like a specific name. It's on TikTok. It's the Dubai chocolate bar. That's what it's called. And I think it's good, but everybody else says that it looks like throw up or like poop or something.
Well, I like pistachio flavored things, but like, I don't know, it didn't look that appealing. I like my chocolate the way it is.
Okay.
I will use the next one. Who takes the longest in the bathroom? I would say it depends on the day. I definitely would take longer showers, I think.
Are we talking about pooping or like everything? Probably me.
Yeah, probably Caitlin actually, because her showers sometimes she would have to like shower and then do her hair, which takes a long time. I don't really put effort into my hair very much, but that's just because I'm lazy. I should be taking care of it, but that's my own thing.
Yeah, I think if we're talking about showers, yeah, I take a long time. And actually, if we're talking about like other bathroom activities, like actually using the toilet, I think I'll turn. Well, like, I don't know. This is TMI, but sometimes I get constipated or I'm sitting there like holding on for your life, like toes gripped to the ground, like arm on the wall, like trying to get it out. And I'm pretty sure you've heard me a couple times like, and you're like, are you good? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and also sometimes if she wanted to take like a more personal call, she would like go to the bathroom and like just close the door. But most of the time we would both just like put someone on speaker, no matter who it was. But then sometimes she would go to the bathroom to take like a personal call.
Yeah. Wait, who grabbed it last or was that?
Yeah, that's the last one for the first round.
Sorry, that was low-key TMI. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fine, we're being real.
Yeah, I'm honest. Who has more emotional breakdowns over school? Low-key, I think you're quite chill about school. Like you'll talk about what's stressing you out, but you don't like full on go crazy.
Yeah, I'll like rant to get out my emotions, but that's about it. I don't really break down about school. I'll break down about other things, but not school. School, I'll just rant about how like a teacher is really making me upset, or like an assignment is just like outrageously stupid or pointless. But like besides that, I just kind of get my work done and move on. But I think it's also easier because I'm a business major, and I mean, I did just add an art minor and made my business emphasis into accounting, but I think it's still pretty chill for now. So I don't really break down about school. I know Caitlin has before, though.
Yeah, I do quite often, and I'm not gonna name names, but I complain about my teachers often and what they're not doing correctly. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think it doesn't help that you're a science major.
Yeah, that's true. Pre-med is hard.
Now, let's get into some real roommate horror stories. I'll describe a situation, and you have 2 point fingers at who's more likely to be the guilty one.
Going for the kill.
You got the last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will go. I swear, I have a talent for grabbing the ones that call me out. Who is most likely to have an entire week of outfits on the chair?
Chloe.
It says AKA the pile. I am the one with the pile.
Yup.
I try to clean it as often as I can, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest. When we were roommates, it wasn't always super often. I made sure it was clean for room checks, always, but in between room checks, that's another
15 minutes before Natalie Santana walked in the room. You're like, oh wait, am I supposed to cuss? Am I good? I mean,
I'll bleep it out.
yeah, okay. She's like, oh shoot, Natalie's coming, and she will run around the room, grab everything, low-key stuff under the bed, and Natalie walks and she'd be like, wow, your guys' room is always so clean. And I'm just like,
Yeah, there was one specific time where I really did put stuff under the bed, and I didn't have a bed skirt, and that was one of the times that Kendall decided to pop in our room check. And I may or may not have gotten told to fix it and take a photo and send it back to show that I actually put them away. But to be fair, I was in a rush. I was going to a football game that my brother was playing at, or no, it was a football game my sister was cheering at because she was a cheerleader. And I kind of tried on a bunch of outfits and didn't like them, and then they were everywhere, so then I just shoved them under the bed, and then I got in trouble. Most of the time, it's not under the bed. Most of the time, I shove it in the closet.
low-key smart.
Because then they can't check the closets.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit. Plus, it looks more clean anyways. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. Who is more likely to start a TikTok dance battle randomly?
Definitely Katelyn.
I literally just did that.
And like, when we'll get ready in the mornings, sometimes she'll put on like music to try and hype herself up for the day, and she'll be dancing. She dances like, I'm pretty sure she dances about every day.
Yeah, that's low-key true. I do.
And it's funny because we both used to do dance growing up, but I don't dance like that anymore.
Yeah, it's not appealing dancing, but it's dancing. I'll say that. So, yeah. I don't know, like, just odd stuff. I think it looks good in the moment. It's like really random, yeah. Sometimes I get on my bed. Is it like a what? Nah, it's just random. Sometimes I like hop on my bed and I just start going at it.
And I mean, sometimes I'll literally see her, like, she'll play like a super emotional or feely song, and she'll literally be like leaping, like ballet leaping around the room sometimes. I mean, to be fair, we both used to do ballet when we were younger. It's just been a lot longer for me because I did it when I was much younger. And I feel like I'm more shy and reserved about dancing. Especially our freshman year, I would only really dance when Katelyn wasn't in the room and I was in the room alone. Yeah.
Is she good at it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Katelyn's good at dancing for sure, but
You don't have to lie.
no, you are good at dancing. I'm just.
I'd say otherwise, but okay.
What about you, Kate? Are you good at it?
I mean, I have my moments when I think I hit it a little bit, and then there are times where it's just
Yeah, times where it's like a random move and she's just like having fun and doesn't know what she's doing. But it's very fun
Have you ever been
because I'll join in sometimes.
People like, oh, really, you think that? Have you ever seen like these that on the YouTube TikTok dance? Then
just going over, but you don't care.
oh yeah, definitely.
And you?
No, I just keep on doing it until I get it. But I have had times where I just sit there and I'm just like, ah, dang it, oh, dang it, oh, dang it, and I can't get it down.
Yeah, I just been like she'll show me like after she gets it down, and sometimes I'll see her as she's learning it. Oh my goodness! Last year when Karma by JoJo Siwa came out, it was all over her For You page for a while, and she like anytime it would come up, she would put her phone down and start doing the dance.
If you look it up, it's like the oddest dance ever. It's really bad. Like, it's so addicting. It's awkward. I think I have a video somewhere. I'll send it to you or something.
But yeah, and then there was that one Tate McRae dance you learned recently that you showed me. But that one you waited until you learned it to show me.
Mm-hmm.
But with the JoJo Siwa one, you were learning it in the dorm room.
I remember that. Yeah. I think it's your turn.
Who has a bigger addiction to online shopping? Katelyn. Yeah, I would say Katelyn. I like to look online, but I don't like purchase things very much. Like I'll add it to my cart and then it'll sit there for like a month or two, and then I'll like reevaluate if I still want it. And I'll put a lot of things on wish lists, but I don't really purchase things as much. I do every now and then. And I mean, Katelyn does too every now and then, but I think it was just a little bit more frequent than me. But that's also because I was like living off of savings last year, so I had to budget.
I was living off of savings too, but I just didn't know how to budget, so I just spent. There was a time last year where I was at the mailroom like every single day, and the older lady who worked there, she was like, dang, like, do you have like, why are you here every single day? I was like, oh, I'm just here for another package. And she's like, do you know how to save money? And I was like, I think so. And that kind of clicked something in my mind, and I stopped showing up every single day after she said that to me. In other words, like, get away from here and save some money, girl. It's not your business what I buy.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a whole bunch of like fully irresponsible stuff. It was stuff she was using. Like she was buying more clothing, updating her wardrobe, or like getting new jewelry if she like hated the jewelry she had or just wanted more variety. But like she was actually using what she was buying. It wasn't just kind of being bought and just sitting around not being used. But she definitely bought a decent amount of stuff. Quite a bit.
You hear a crash at 2 a.m. Who is the reason for the chaos?
It could be both of us, honestly.
Yeah.
Because we both would get up in the middle of the night sometimes. A lot of the time, I would see Katelyn go, like, get up in the middle of the night. But it's also because our second semester, Katelyn got a cat.
Yes.
And
I think that's one of the questions, actually.
yeah, he was a little crazy.
Felix. Oh, the other name, Garbanzo beans.
That was his name before we, like, actually had him have a name.
No, that was from... No, actually, yeah, it was from Jaw. It was his code name.
Yes. But yeah, Felix was a little bit of a crazy cat at first. I mean, he still is kind of a crazy cat, but I feel like it depends on who he would, like, bother in the middle of the night, on who would get up.
Yeah. The crash wasn't usually because of us. It was because of the cat.
Yeah.
One of us would get up to, like, fix whatever the chaos was.
Yeah, I remember one time you changed his food and then he, like...
That's a story.
Yeah, he had explosive poop on the wall, and we had...
Not, like, in the bathroom. Oh.
Yeah, in the bathroom. I love all that storeroom, because that's where his litter box was, like, right by the toilet. And, like, on the hall, it was, like, so much. It was the one time that happened in the middle of the night, and we were both there, and we were both trying to deal with it, and I, like, almost threw up a few times, because I don't deal with that stuff very well.
We literally woke up, we were like, what is that awful smell? And then we heard the cat in the bathroom going,
Yeah. And you could tell he smeared his butt on that wall. He was rubbing it in our faces.
It was
He
disgusting.
did it on purpose, I swear.
It was nasty.
And there was a few times where I had to use the bathroom and I would get up to use the restroom in the middle of the night and then I would like almost trip on Felix and then I would absolutely like eat it off the But to be fair, I am clumsy on my own without the cat. I mean, even if the cat wasn't there, I might still trip on air, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. I also ran into the chair of my desk a lot, whether I was going towards the door or not, because the chair was kind of towards the door, but I would run into that chair no matter where it was.
Time for some wild card questions.
Whose turn is it? Confess. We laugh, we cry, we argue too, but at the end of the
I feel like we need some apologies and therapy after this.
Wait,
Wait, who went last?
I don't know. Okay, so it's you.
Okay. If your roommate got arrested, what would it be for? I literally... I think we would both get arrested. Like, if either one of us were arrested, I think it would be for beating a man up. Yeah.
I told you a lot last year because I got a taser. Before I came to school, I was like, I
And
can't
that's
wait to use this.
self-defense, too.
I was like, I cannot wait to use this taser on somebody. I want a man to run up on me so I can actually put it to good use. That's what I have been wanting, but nobody wants to run up on me in the middle of the night.
Although, actually, they kind of have been like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I will not use any lethal moves unless they're needed, but I kind of was hoping that at some point I would be able to actually use some of the lethal moves outside of the class, you know? It feels pretty good in the class. And I mean, I've had to force cows to walk when they don't want to walk, and they're like over 1,000 something pounds.
You gotta get context about cows. She lives on a dairy. She doesn't just have cows running around places.
I live on a dairy with many animals. But yeah, I think we both have had our times, especially freshman year, getting fed up with males in general. There was some people that were definitely very egotistical of themselves.
Without naming names.
And creepy. Yeah, especially towards girls who were freshmen. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a story for another time. Okay. If your roommate was a Disney villain, who would they be? I already said this. I don't remember his name, but Chloe would be that one kid from The Incredibles who, like, Mr. Incredible wasn't giving attention to, and then he went crazy and, like, turned into a villain.
Yeah,
That would be Chloe.
She was saying the one with the like fire hair. I see that guy. I see it. I get angry. And I definitely, especially like, I've had some times in the past where people have betrayed me and I did not take it well. But I just kind of cut them out of my life because I made up with some of them, but yeah, I don't take betrayal and rudeness well. And then for Katelyn, this is purely because she said this. Because I didn't know, so I actually, like, we talked about this before and I was not sure. And she said the one voodoo guy from Princess and the Frog. She said it would be cool to kind of like have those powers to like mess with people.
I said that I wouldn't mind conning a couple people with voodoo skills. I think it'd be kind of fun. He's cool.
Should be that for next Halloween. You look fly in that outfit. So hairless.
I don't know if my legs are long enough for that. Yeah, I have to be like hella tall for that to work out. Like a stick.
Okay, who would last longer in a zombie apocalypse? We've actually joked about this before. We made jokes. I don't know if we like seriously agree with this, but we've made jokes before that I would be like the person that would like miraculously like trip over something and a zombie would like get tripped by me on the ground and they would completely miss me and I'd be like the person to like miraculously survive. To be fair, I have had health problems since I was little and like miraculously like survived, so it's backed up.
I feel like I try so hard in a zombie apocalypse that I would be the first to die. Like, I'd have everything planned out, and there'd be something in my plan that wouldn't work and I'd die, but then Chloe would, like, live.
Yeah, I feel like I'm...
Okay, that's smart. Die first so you can become a zombie and then get other people.
Yeah. I feel like
That's low-key smart.
for me, I would either like clumsily survive, or I think I would be pretty resourceful because like my family lives on we all live on a dairy out in the middle of nowhere. It's a pretty good spot to not deal with any zombies because there's not that many people around. Not many will be infected, and if they are, we have private property. We've had former employees threaten if they did wrong and they got fired. We have had it where people have threatened and we had to have like police block off our driveway, which is a long driveway. And my grandpa, and my dad, and my uncle, they all have safes with guns in them just in case. Yeah, especially when you run a family business, there are a lot of risks at large. So sometimes you just gotta be prepared for whatever will happen. And I think if a zombie apocalypse happened, I think my family would be prepared and I would run to them.
So, if your roommate had to eat only one food for a month, what would break them the fastest?
Food would we dislike?
No, like, if you had to eat only one food for a month, like, I forced you to eat one food for a month, I would have to be like, what food would break you immediately? And I'd say sushi. Like, if I forced you to eat, I forced you to eat, no, actually ramen. If I forced you to eat, like, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for 1 month, and then I put a bowl of, like, ramen or sushi in front of you, you'd break immediately.
Oh, yeah, I would. So, especially if it's like, there's this one place in Fresno that I really love their sushi. I've been going to that place since, like, my freshman year. Some of the staff have changed, but there's this place called Yumi Sushi by the mall. I really like some of their rolls, and their miso soup. That's good.
Yum.
So yeah, I'm a bit weak for Asian food in general.
It's just look at it.
And I have cravings for it quite often. With Katelyn, I think it would be chocolate. Definitely.
Obviously, yeah.
She has a chocolate addiction. Yeah. If I put chocolate in front of her and she was like forced to eat something bland or something for a while, for a month, or even something she likes, if chocolate's in front of her, she'll break.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a chocolate obsession. I mean, she loves sushi, but I think that chocolate would be the thing that she definitely could not go without, and if she had that in front of her, she would break.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's a wrap on this episode of Roommate 911. Tell us in the comments, who do you think was the bigger menace? What's the worst roommate horror story you've heard? Like, subscribe, and never forget to take out the trash again. Please!
I'm Katelyn.
And I'm Chloe.
And this is Roommate 911.
One.
Thank you for watching.